Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're exploring the absolutely fascinating hidden architecture that literally makes up our entire reality. I mean, it's happening all around us, all the time, completely out of sight. We're talking about the tiny, magnificent building blocks of, well, everything you know.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The invisible building blocks.
I want you to take a quick second and just look at the screen of your phone right now. Or, take a deep breath and think about the invisible air filling your lungs. What is that stuff fundamentally made of? Well, at the absolute lowest level, absolutely everything, from your mobile device to the air we breathe, is constructed from tiny, invisible particles called atoms.
To truly grasp this, we really have to wrap our heads around the absurdly microscopic scale we're dealing with here. Atoms are so incredibly small that millions of them, yes, millions, could fit right on the very tip of a standard pencil. It's a scale that almost defies human comprehension. Millions. Yet, despite being unbelievably tiny and impossible to see with the naked eye, they are the foundational building blocks of all matter in the universe. Without them, there's no phone, no air, and no you.
Let's move to Section 2, the anatomy of an atom, and see how this builds. So, if we were to take a little tour inside a single atom, we'd actually find a highly organized structure. It's almost like a miniature solar system, made of three main parts with very specific jobs. First up, we have protons, which carry a positive charge and anchor the absolute center. Right next to them are the neutrons. These guys are completely neutral, no charge at all, and they share that exact same central location. Finally, we have the electrons. These carry a negative charge, and rather than sitting still in the center, they are constantly zooming all around it.
Scientists call this core the nucleus. It's the home base for those protons and neutrons we just talked about. And this brilliantly illustrates something truly amazing. You see, while the electrons are just zooming through empty space on the outside, almost the entire weight of the atom is packed right into this dense, central nucleus. So all the heavy lifting of reality, it happens right in the middle.
Which brings us to Section 3, making elements and molecules. Let's look at the rules of assembly.
How exactly do these basic ingredients combine to create our incredibly diverse world? Well, it all comes down to the ultimate rule of the universe's blueprint. The number of protons determines which element an atom is. That's it. That single number is the ultimate identity maker. Just by changing the count of protons in that tiny central nucleus, you completely change what the element actually is.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how beautifully simple the math is. If an atom has exactly one proton, it is hydrogen. Add 5 more to the core to make 6, and suddenly you have carbon. Add 2 more to get exactly 8 protons, and boom, it becomes oxygen. It's just a matter of adding to the core, and suddenly you have a completely different element with entirely different properties.
But nature doesn't stop there. When these individual atoms join together, they form what we call molecules. Think of it like a very elegant construction recipe. Step 1, you take 2 hydrogen atoms. Step 2, you bring in 1 oxygen atom. Step 3, you combine them. The result? A water molecule. 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen, working together perfectly to create the water that sustains all life on Earth.
Now let's zoom all the way out for Section 4, the universal scale.
When we say atoms are the basic building blocks of all matter, we really mean the entire macro scale of existence. They are truly everywhere. Your body is constructed from them. The Earth you're standing on right now. The stars you see in the night sky. Even the most distant galaxies floating out in the void of space are constructed from these exact same tiny, invisible pieces. This microscopic architecture is completely 100% universal.
Which might make you wonder, how do we actually know all of this with such certainty? I mean, we can't see them with ordinary microscopes, right? But through sheer human ingenuity and highly advanced special instruments, scientists have managed to map out this invisible realm that builds our reality. We can actually detect and study these amazing particles, unlocking the secrets of how literally everything is put together.
So the crucial point is this. The next time you look around, remember that absolutely everything you see is built from tiny atoms working together in perfect harmony, from the stars in the sky to the phone in your hand. Knowing that this brilliant, invisible architecture connects you to absolutely everything else in the cosmos, how does that change the way you look at the world? Thank you so much for exploring the architecture of the atom with me today on this Explainer.